What's up, guys? This weekend Dune Part 2 dropped in theaters, so today I'm going to give you guys my full spoiler review on the film. So if you haven't seen Dune Part 2 yet, go and check it out. I highly recommend it, and then come back and watch this review, and then we can talk in full spoilers with it. Alright, with that said, let's just dive right into the video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and yeah, let's get started. Alright, so Dune Part 2. The hype has been massive with this film. Everybody with the early reviews has been glazing it, saying it's the best sci-fi film in years, and it has just been like huge with the reviews. It has like a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes, and so the question is, does it deserve the hype? And I would say yes. It's absolutely amazing. It is a great sci-fi film. It's one of the best I've seen in a long time. It's definitely not the best of all time or this decade, but it is still just an amazing sci-fi film, and definitely just something that we do not get to see that often. And you know, that's what's just so special about Dune Part 2. It's massively epic and grand in scale, and it's just a huge sci-fi epic that we do not get all the time. So that's just what really makes the film. Let's just dive right into like everything about this film. So first off, the cinematography, absolutely amazing. Probably my favorite part of the movie. Just really brings you into this film with these beautiful visuals, these amazing landscape shots, this amazing choreography with the fighting, just the way that the camera and the way that Denis films these shots is just absolutely beautiful. Some of the most amazing visuals I've seen in a sci-fi film. So just props to Denis for those amazing visuals, the amazing choreography. It's just absolutely awesome. And then going deeper than that, we got the music, just the way that it sets the tone for the film, just how you really get that sci-fi feel, the world building. It's like, it's all there. Obviously, we did build up the world in the original Dune, but this just expands on it, and we get that second part of the story. All the stuff that we really wanted from the original Dune is what we get here, because they're just building it up, and that's what's really epic about it. Another thing that we have to dive into here is the cast. The cast is absolutely amazing. Of course, Timothée Chalamet absolutely carries this film. He's just absolutely amazing as Paul. He plays the character so well. You can really understand his story, and you get to kind of sympathize with his character more in here. I feel like in the first Dune film, he was a little bit more of a stale character, and it was kind of hard to warm up to him as a character. But now here in the second Dune film, they really improve on who he is as a person and just like his journey, and that's just what makes it really better, because you actually care about Paul's character. And yeah, that's just amazing. Obviously, Zendaya is great in here. The relationship she has with Paul in this film, absolutely great. They have amazing chemistry, and you can really feel like their deep love and care for each other. And you know, that's just what makes the romance in some films just so much more special, because you can really feel their characters' connection, which just absolutely works. Obviously, there's a lot of other amazing standouts with the cast. Of course, Rebecca Ferguson and Josh Brolin are both great, but my biggest surprise here was Austin Butler as Feyd-Rautha Harkonnen. He was absolutely amazing, bro. The psycho performance from him just really gave an amazing villain vibe that we really haven't gotten in films recently. And it's just great to see like a great villain on screen again, because he was just a pure villain, absolutely psychotic. I'm just really glad we got to see him in this film. Sadly, he did die off, but you know, like, things happen. But yeah, probably not going to see him in a Dune Part 3. But you know what was weird was that they really did set up a Dune Part 3. I thought it was really only going to be just two movies, but they were really leading on to just wanting to make a Dune Part 3, because there was the whole thing with like the Holy War about to happen by the end of the film, and that just really surprised me, because I wasn't thinking that they were going to try to make a Dune Part 3, but I guess they wanted to do the other books, because these first two movies were just for the first book, and there's like 6 books in the Dune book series, so maybe they want to go more deeper in it with some more films. They can do a lot with this universe, and I feel like it could really become the next Star Wars with just how big it became with these 2 movies. It's just absolutely awesome to see. I mean, there's just a whole lot to love about Dune. I really mentioned a lot of things that I really did enjoy about this film. There's just so much here. Another thing I forgot to mention was that I really loved how the Harkonnen world was in black and white. That just really set the tone for an amazing scene with the introduction of Feyd-Rautha and that really crazy fight scene. Absolutely amazing. I really loved that. That was definitely one of my favorite fight scenes in the movie. Actually, probably was. Just really loved the black and white tone vibe. Really set the character's tone. But yeah, what I was saying, even though it's absolutely amazing, I did have a couple nitpicks, couple little flaws in here that I did think kind of brought down the movie a little bit for me. Yeah, so firstly, I gotta say this one was quite long. I feel like they could have trimmed it down. There's a lot of scenes that really do drag out, and there's gonna be scenes like that in films, but if they really cut down on quite a few scenes, and they could have really perfected this film. It could have been one of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time if they really trimmed down certain scenes and didn't let stuff drag out, because there were a lot of scenes that did drag out. Some scenes that were forgettable because of how long they were. But, that happens in film. I won't blame Denis Villeneuve for his just wanting to set the visual tone with the film, because he did do a lot of like long scenes just to show off his visual work, and I did love the visual work, but that made the scene kind of forgettable. Another little issue that I have here was just like they don't do a lot of explaining for people who have not read the Dune books, because there's a lot of really weird things in here that I did not know about this universe that just didn't really make a lot of sense to me, especially with Jessica and her baby. I didn't understand how the baby was able to communicate with Jessica just because she drank the water or whatever. They didn't really explain that well. And just all the stuff with like Paul's sister inside of Jessica didn't really make a lot of sense. I felt that was really confusing. And there's just some stuff in here that was really confusing for non-Dune book readers. I haven't read the books, so I was confused with quite a few scenes, but my friend did, and he gave me a little bit of rundown of what did happen in the book, so it kind of made sense. But if you haven't read the Dune books, it's going to be a little bit confusing for those scenes. And honestly, those were pretty much my only few issues with the film, because it is just absolutely amazing. A great experience, super immersive, very engaging, visually stunning, absolutely star-studded cast. So it just works on all levels. It's something that we do not get to see in the theater a lot, and it is just a really special experience. So for my final score, with the added bonus points for the Dune popcorn bucket, I'm going to be giving this film a 9 out of 10. This is something that it just doesn't happen a lot, and it really worked for me. Dune Part 2 is awesome. I think it's a little bit overglazed right now, but it's an amazing film, so I understand the hype right now. And yeah, an amazing experience, amazing popcorn bucket experience, and yeah, just absolutely love this one. Tell me what you guys thought about the film down below in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.